Hello Scorpio, welcome to your March reading here on the Astroflower. After the purification of February, we are coming into March on March. March in action. That's what it seems like. Have you seen what's going on in the sun? With the energies with the sun? Certainly picked up over February. That really helped the purification. A lot of planets going into Aquarius. I did some readings over on there. You'll find that on our sister channel, Cymatic TV, the channel all about energy. In the meantime, let's get on with your reading. I hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just see what's going on with the overall energies. King of Cups. All right. I think you're going to have a good month, actually, Scorpio. I think you're going to find it easy with the energies around you. And because it's easy doesn't necessarily mean it's easy. That doesn't sound right, does it? Because it's not, because it's easy, like the energies are not putting a lot of pressure on you. That's the thing. Because the energy is not putting a lot of pressure on you, it doesn't necessarily make it easy. Because it actually, it's asking you to sort of like consciously sort of go forward with confident strides, I think, within you. And feeling at one with everything around you. So everything is possible. It just comes down to how much you're willing to sort of put yourself out there, as it were. Okay? So that's the overall energies. Here we've got the karmic messages here on your relationship side. It is a windy day today. Relationship side. This is how the universe is sort of influencing. Or the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, sorry. But you can also look at it as how the universe is influencing your karmic path, how your past self are influencing yourself, how your future self, and what the general outcome is here. So let's see what the karmic message is on your relationship or your spiritual path. Let's just see what's going on there. Knight of Swords. This is what I said. I think energy is being very, very kind to you, and I think it's because of the position you've created for yourself. So energy is really consistent for you. It's constant, so it's not pressuring. It's not also holding you back. There's loads of things that's going on here. And on a mission of your spirit and your emotions and your relationships, here is, I think I've got a funny feeling you're being a knight in shining armor for a lot of other people because of what you do. And I think it's because of the mission you're going off on. And it's like a mission sort of saying, okay, I want happiness in my life. I want to enjoy life. I'm not going to do anybody harm. I just want to enjoy life. And if that's not on the agenda when I'm with you, then no, I'm on a mission. And that's what I feel like. And I think it's like you're an inspiration. It feels like you're an inspiration for a lot of people around you, really. Because you do that, it's a very matter-of-fact energy with these two cards here. How's the universe influencing you? You get the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think this is a case of here is the universe is helping you out here in a major way. In a way that you're going off on this mission and the universe is sort of saying, popping up things kind of that's making you sort of kind of saying, as I said earlier on, are we having fun here? And it's helping you to trigger and realise the situations around you kind of going, don't really want to go into that. And I think it's instantaneous decisions you need to make here. I don't think there's big things to ponder over because I think there's a lot for you to explore in life. And yeah, I think the universe is saying as long as you're on your mission, you're going to get the good results. So let's just see on the second week here. What is that? Well, this is it. I did say earlier on, sort of saying, if we're not having fun, then we're not having fun. Do you know what I mean? I actually seem to think here with the universe here as well, coming up with the Nine of Wands here. I think possibly it's a case for some people that in the second week, and it's also something that's tied into your past because it's in the second week, it seems to be tied into your past. It almost as if it feels like you're going off on a mission because you're getting over this. And I got a funny feeling in the second week, and it could have been a bit of painful relationship that, you know, you might have harped over a little bit, or you might have kind of wondered, well, could it have been, could it have not been, and stuff like that. But I think here in the second week here is you get past that idea of the pain that the past has caused you. That's the feeling I get from this. It's because you're going off on this mission here. Now, I've got to say, most people in the first 2 weeks of March been difficult. I haven't had a sign yet that the first 2 weeks has not been difficult. So it could well be that you've decided to go off on a mission of love, and yeah, you may well be separating from someone. And yes, it's never easy. I think we all know that. And if you're going through that, you know, much peace to you, and much peace to the separation. So, you know, it can go with a lot more ease and be productive rather than sort of destructive. You know, I wish that upon you. But here I think it's this first sort of 2 weeks of March is that you're putting things into action. You're going off on that mission, and you're just sort of letting go of something more than anything else that has been painful. And yes, it still is a little bit painful. But at the same time, I think you're going on to much, much better things. In the third week, you get the 5 of Pentacles. Now, normally if this is on the financial side, this is a big money loss and stuff like that. But here is a case of being, I think because you're going out on that mission, you're turning around and you're sort of saying, I'm not going to hold myself back. And because I'm not going to hold myself back, I have to go ahead and do it. And this is a real blessing in disguise in a way. And you may feel that it's a lonely journey, but understand this, you are on your path. At no given point during your life is someone else upon your path. Your partner may have a path that's right next to yours, so it may seem like you're on the same path. But at no given point is anyone really on your path. Only you are on it. And I think this is where you have decided by the third week saying, I'm going to do it. I'm striking out. And I think it's a really good thing for you, actually, Scorpio. You know, and this could be with family, this could be with friends and etc. But it feels like here, certainly with these 2 cards here, that there's something that needed to be, by putting things into action, it's making things very, very clear for you. Out with the old and in with the new. I think this is fantastic, actually. I know it can hurt, and because I do know. I know it can hurt. I think we've all been through it, without exception. And, you know, relationships can be quite brutal at times. And emotions can be quite brutal at times. But I think this realization that you're coming to now and going off on this mission is really sort of saying, I'm not going to put up with this pain anymore that you give me, or they give me, or this situation gives me. Moving on now. Moving on. And there's a real confidence about your stride in a way, and the way in which you're going about things. It's absolutely beautiful. I think, you know, if it was happiness all the time, it would be like you'd have got like Californian facelifts. You know what I mean? It's like you'd be smiling all the time. I smile a lot as it is. I can't help that. I'm a very joyous person. I can't help that. I try to be miserable sometimes, and when I am miserable, I'm a Capricorn, I can be very miserable, believe me. But, you know, it's like, you know, but you do need to go through difficulties, and I've been through difficulties as well. You know, I think everybody's been through difficulties. Everyone's had their, you know, had their path to lead. You don't know what they've done in order to get to where they are. And it seems like here, you're really, I've got a lot of admiration here. It seems like you're really choosing a path that's very, very powerful for you. Very, very empowering. And I think it's going to do you no ends of good, really. You know, no ends of good of putting into action your mission. On your financial side, on your karmic path, you get the Queen of Wands. I think you're owning your destination here as well. And it's owning it by sort of being on the ball on various different things and allowing your passion to really drive through some serious strides towards what you want in the way of a job, business and project. If you're looking for a job, I think you're sort of like now bossing it up where you're actually going to places, or you should be going to places, having that vibrant energy about you, sort of saying, yeah, I want this job. You know, that sort of attitude. Or I'm doing this business, I want to evolve this business, therefore I've got to go and get these clients, then therefore I'm going to go out and get them. And but you're doing it with a smile on your face, and it's doing it with a joy of meeting people, of developing what you've got to develop as a business or a project and stuff like that. It's very, very empowering through your passions. And it's not just one thing. There's a multitude of different things. There's a real magical aspect of life. Magical sort of always comes up for Scorpio with me. Don't know why. Anyway, first week here, you get the Page of Wands. This is really driving a lot of your passions here at the moment. You know, we've got a lot of wands on the table already. We've got, 4 wands on the table already. And the Page of Wands is learning about your passions here. And I think the universe is helping that. And I think this is the starting of that journey. Putting things into action, exploring your passions. And that's what is on your karmic path, is exploring your passions in regards to your business, your job, or your projects, or whatever you're doing. And just really sort of, learning a lot about how you can convert your passions into results. Financial results, or business, business results, or project results, whatever it is. You're really starting off on this journey, and it's a learning process. So sometimes you're going to get it wrong, but you're going to kind of go, got that wrong. Damn. That's okay. No way. Lesson learned. That sort of attitude, if you get that sort of attitude going on in you, you're going to really do well, I think. Yeah. This learning process here, that you're going through with the Page of Wands, I think you get it really quickly. I think it's like, as I said, I think the energy is striding with you. It's not causing you a lot of pressure. Because it's not causing you a lot of pressure, it's helping you to learn very, very quickly. And this is, by the second week, you're into your stride. And this is where you really start playing smart in regards to the world around you. And really start sort of like bossing it up, knowing how to use your passions, knowing which moment to go for the sale, getting that sale in, or getting that YouTube channel started, or writing that book, or going to live in a completely different lifestyle, living up in the mountains and doing, sheep's cheese. Love sheep's cheese. Brilliant. Love sheep. Sheep are nice. Sheep are a really lovely thing. But anyway, playing sort of like into your strengths here and enormously. And then you get the Four of Swords. This is interesting. This is a healing. I wouldn't say it's a painful thing at all. It certainly comes after this Three of Swords scenario. And maybe it's a case here that, maybe your personal relationship has been holding you back on your financial world. It's very possible for some of you. But here I think is a regrouping of yourself. And it's almost like it's like this stress and strains of building a business, or even just starting a business, or getting that job. It seems like here you're finally getting it. And when you're finally getting it, this is when you're getting the rewards. This is where you're getting the results. And it's making you feel a lot more secure about yourself. It's making you feel healed, from the worries and woes and worries that you might have had trying to get that job or that business started and stuff like that. Now you're going to a healing process, which is sort of like bringing it and feeling very comfortable with what you're doing and who you are by the third week. And this is because I think you've got really into your stride. And there's that other blessing as well that comes up there. And I think this is freedom that comes up in the third week more than anything else. It is striking out by yourself in a way. But as I said, I do believe people are going to be looking at you going, Scorpio, man, look at them. They just went off and did it. They went on and lived life. Maybe I should. You know, that's the sort of inspiration. And I think gradually, I think you're going to start feeling this coming home towards you. You can play this both ways. Now, you can play this as, say, like, you've got a lot to let go of. I don't think that on this reading. I can think it on many other times, but it doesn't come through like that. What I get here is, through this journey of learning, right, and all of this sort of like exploring lots of different avenues through your passions and really getting into meeting people and doing things and stuff like that, which has helped you get into your stride and help you to really feel empowered and using your passions as a real force within your life. Once you start getting those results and things start coming in your way and you start feeling much more at home with who you are, I think you're going to realise that actually you've accumulated a lot of things, a lot of potential, more than anything else. This card, this person is at the journey. At the end of the journey. They've already done loads, and this is that journey there. And I think you've done loads here, and I think you've accumulated a lot. And by the end of the month, I think it's a case where you're going to have to sort of, you're obviously going to be in a position where you kind of like, you can pick and choose your destiny. And then you can let other things kind of go. We'll see that with the clarification of the Light Seers cards and see what's going on there. Let me just arrange my card because it's very windy today. But everyone seems to have had a... it's like trials and tribulations, you know what I mean? Now that sort of purification of February has happened, you're moving into the action. It doesn't necessarily... You know, you can think of life and you say, look, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, I'm going to get this. And yeah, there is some people that are going to be, that's going to just roll like that. And it's going to happen. Yeah, but not everyone. I think, we'll be honest with us, the majority of people are still messing around with the rest of the world, which mess up everything, which cause complications. And I think you're having to deal with, it's like the start of a long distance race. Everyone's bunched in together, and as they start running, everyone's bustling and hustling for their position. And I think that's what this month is about, in a way. It's starting and getting into action. And, you know, just don't forget about the idea that we're on a karmic collective mission as well, which we saw on the collective reading as well. And I think realising your direction and striking out, as you seem to be doing here, is actually going to free you up, and all of a sudden you're going to realise you've got a lot more space and a lot more things going on for you than you realised. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the King of Cups. Get the Star card. Yeah, I think the energy here is calmly sort of helping you to get into your stride, so you can be heading for your ultimate ambitions, goals, your ultimate way of being in regards to relationships, emotion and spirit and stuff like that. I would really reach for the sky, reach for the stars, Scorpio, if I was you, for you. Because it looks like there is possibilities there, real serious possibilities of getting to a place where you can feel very comfortable to then, it's like planting up a garden. You plant up a garden, then it takes a lot of cultivating of that garden. And this is action of planting the garden at the moment. That's what it seems to be like. Nine of Pentacles comes out with the Knight of Swords. Going on this mission here, this is this fruit, this planting of the garden that I was talking about. You're going to get your fruit, and you've got to be true to yourself, I think. Very true to the direction that you're taking here. And is it risks? I don't feel like you're taking risks here. I think you're being honest with yourself. That's what I feel like more than anything else. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Moon card here in the first week. So I think these healthy boundaries, as you start stepping off, you know, I'm getting this thing where it's like you're going off in this way in a direction, okay? You're going off in a direction, and the universe, the moment you start putting one foot in front of the other, it's like people around you kind of going, what are you doing? Where are you going? Kind of go, well, I'm off in this direction. Kind of go, well, why are you going this way? Come this way. kind of going, do I really want to go that way? Why are you asking me to go that way? And I think this is here, it's like, because you're stepping off in a direction, it's exposing a lot of things around you, maybe people that are around you, that create this Three of Swords scenario, kind of going, well, I don't want you to control me anymore. I love you dearly, but I've got to live what I've got to live. I've got to follow my path. And, if you just want to hold me back and hold me in one place, then no, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you get the three of Wands with the Three of Swords here. 2 threes here. Very powerful sort of situation, triangular sort of situation here. I think you've been thinking about this for some time in regards to one relationship or another. And I think you've got to get past your heartache or your worry about heartache more than anything else. That's what I think. This is possibly more of a heartache for yourself or this person that's holding you back. And then maybe that person's been holding you back for some time, because we're not all living the same things, and there's several different sort of scenarios here, and you've got to read it according to you. Take and pick take and leave what fits for you, basically. But I think you've been humming and ahhing about this for some time, and now it's a case of moving off and doing it. Yes, this is the direction. You're striking out, I think, on your own in a way. And I think it's invigorating for you. And just being you, living you, is like you're shaking off the shackles of the past. Yeah, you're striking out on your own, but I think this gives you absolute purpose and direction. You understand yourself, you understand where you're going a lot more. I think you just need to confront this painful thing that may be within you, and that's going to allow you to literally spread your wings and fly. This is the 4th week, or the overall outcome to all of this. I think it's really good for you, Scorpio. I don't want to say no pain, no gain, but it is a little bit like that. Sometimes you got to, it's like pruning a tree. I like pruning trees, because obviously you've got to do it if you want the best fruit. But at the same time, you kind of think, I'm cutting a bit of a tree off. There is a little bit of that about this sort of scenario where you're pruning the situation that is around you, that, just brings up that beautiful happiness, basically, more than anything else. There's no doubt about it. I think the general outcome for that. But there is work to be done. There's work to be done. And I think you're going to enjoy that work, actually, funnily enough. I think it's going to make you feel very proud of yourself and of the scenario that is around you, that you are developing and creating. With the Queen of Wands, you get the Ace of Swords. It is your mission here to go off and explore your passions, and to use your passions as a real tool in order to get what you want out of life. And it's going to make things so crystal clear for you once you start exploring your passions and allowing it to go. So you go in for a job interview and you've got to start saying, I can't say that, you know what I mean? It's a bit too much. No, say it. And it might just kind of like, I'm passionate about this. And they might kind of go, oh, right, that's really good that you've got this passion. Oh, that's a really good sort of combination with our workspace. Yeah, that's good. You got the job. Sort of scenario. It's that sort of thing. It's going to make it so crystal clear what is working for you in the way of job, business, and projects, basically. Yeah, the learning process of the Page of Wands. Learning to see things in a completely different light. And I think this is where you're allowing your passions to actually be the driving force for your success in the future. And it's a learning curve. It starts in the first week. But I think you get it really quickly. I think you understand really quickly. And once you start understanding really quickly, that's when you can really start forging ahead. With the Seven of Swords, you get the Six of Cups. This is a retrospection on this week here, I think, as well, with you've got the 2 threes on the other side as well. It's almost as if like you're understanding your passions and using them in an intelligent way, because you can now see in retrospect, sort of kind of going, oh, do you know what? I used to be like that when I was this age or doing this. And actually it brought me some good results. Hey, I forgot all about that. And that's where the intelligent part, where you start kind of going, I know how to actually play my strengths here. And this is where, you know, you're bringing a lot of things from the past of who you truly are and really feeling at home with yourself. And that's what we get with the Four of Swords, that healing process that's going out for it. And success that's what it's all about. It's an inner success. It's like you can conquer the world. It's really good. I think there's a beautiful outcome from so many different things. And it could be just of, you know, finally getting that loan to buy that house that you want in a project, or getting that job, or evolving that business, or starting that business, or starting the YouTube channel, or starting that restaurant, or, you know, starting that sort of shop, or whatever it is. Just doing it, you know, and it's bringing you ultimate success. And that's what makes you feel alive and at one with yourself. You know, it's a real action-packed month. And do not be caught sitting there twisting your thumbs, you know, fiddling, you know, turning your thumbs, you know. Don't do anything. Get on and do. Even if you get it wrong, it's a learning curve. It's great. You would have learned. It's going to make you more intelligent. It's going to make you a lot more better. In the future, you're going to make you get a lot more results in your life. As I said, I think by the end of the month, I think after this flurry of activity, I think you've realised you've actually created a lot for you. Now, by the end of the month, this is where you can start using your intuition, using this sort of idea of your intelligence or your intuition in regards to your passions, and seeing what works, what's worked in the past, now and seeing how it works in the future. And that will allow you then to pick and choose with great ease the you know, what you want to put your forces into in the future. What a month. I tell you, March is going to be an interesting month. Although February was all about oneself and purification oneself, you know, maxing out on March is getting it undone and doing it. And yeah, doing it will bring along complications, unforeseen things. You know, we could see that on the Moon card as well, and also on the Hangman card. At the same time, I think this is going to galvanise and define, sorry, that's the word, or even define your future in the coming year. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there you go, Scorpio. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do. Yes, there's loads of links in the description below where you can explore more about the Astroflower, get a private reading with myself. And also there's our sister channel, Cymatic TV, where it's a channel all about energy. Go into solar activities, messages from the earth, chakra sequencing, healing of oneself, and etc. You'll find that it will be linked around my head at some point. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.